Hi friends, welcome back. And today we are going to discussing about how to handle locators using our Ruby Water. Okay. So for this, I'm going to take this particular application and this application for testing purpose. Okay. And here's a simple example. I'm going to tell you the how we can how many types of locators we have and how we can able to do. See simple. If you say Selenium, we have for ID and name and class name and XPath, CSS selector, tag name, this all the things, right? When you go for water, the similar format of it is there. Okay, class name also we can use, ID we can use, XPath we can use, tag name and partial text we have can able to use whatever it is there. What are the attributes we have inside that particular place, we can able to reuse those all the things. Okay, even title you can use and you can use the labels and all the things you can able to use, but I'm going to covering for high level like id name class name xpath css selector and index position. There is one more time index position, and also which is selenium is not provided, there is a type attribute. Okay, type attribute we are going to use, right? See if you inspect this particular element here type equal to text. Okay, this is the attribute we have, but when you want to use this specification, we are using for XPath creation, right? Instead of XPath, we can able to use this type attribute itself. Okay, type attribute itself, you can able to use it. Okay, how you can able to use this one? Okay, that also we can able to see in this specific video. Okay, now I'm going to marking for TC 02 underscore locators dot rb. Okay, I'm specifying this particular element and then I'm going to using for required because we need to required for our water and then browser installation. Okay, and then this basically we already seen that water is a T is a capital letter and double colon and browser. This is basically initialization of the browser. Okay, if you are using for Selenium and driver WebDriver equal to, we are specifying that, right? The similar format, this is the one we are going to do. And this is basically a new browser. Every time it will open as a new, and which type of browser you want. After colon, you are specifying that Chrome browser now. Okay. If you wanted the Firefox, you can able to use for Firefox. And if you want to use for anything, like any browser, you can able to use for that specific browser. Okay. And next, sorry, navigating to the URL and we can able to use this one. Okay, browser.go to and then specifying. Now I'm going to use for ID purpose. Okay, and this is a specific one for ID and all. Okay, you can able to take it for that, or else you can, we have for Orange HRM application also for ID, I think. Wait a minute. Orange HRM application, because this HTML form it will take more time to log in. So loading the page. We have, okay, name attribute is there. A name and placeholder. Shit. ID it is not there. Okay. ID it is not there. Okay, no issue. I'll take this is the one only. We have ID and name attribute. These are the two attributes we have. And this application, whether it is having for, no. And here text box value is there, name is there. All the place name it is there. Hmm. Checkbox, I hope checkbox is having. Okay, we'll see this application. Okay, now I'll go and take this particular application. Okay, now I'm saving this one. Okay, and here first I'll do for maximizing the browser. Maximize the browser window and browser dot window dot maximize. This is the option we can able to get for that. Okay, and then we need to fill. Sorry, click value of the ID attribute. Okay, we are going to click ID attribute one. Okay, Now browser dot this one, and this is my ID. Okay, cricket box one. Okay, and now I'm going to take this text field. This is the input, right? You can able to use the input field itself. Okay, now ID and ID value dot click option. Okay, now I'm going to clicking the attribute. Okay, ID attribute we are going to click. Now after that I'll make it some weight. Okay, for this weight I'm going to use for sleep 5 seconds. Okay, this is basically thread dot shape how it will work, right, in Java, the similar format. Okay, hard coding type of things. Okay, we can able to see how we can able to reduce. Okay, and now I'm going to run for Ruby tc02 locators dot orb. Okay, now I'm entering now. Once it is loaded, we can able to see whether it will be a clicked or not. Now it is going to maximize. Now it is not clicking. Okay, it is not clicking anything. Okay, maybe it is searching for input box text box. Why it is not clicking? Why? Okay, it is searching for the tag as a input. We have specified the tag as input, but okay, we can take one more option like checkbox. Okay, we can specify the checkbox, but instead of click, I'll use for set. Okay, maybe this will help you to click also, or else we can able to use click itself. Instead of that, I'll use for click itself. Okay, we'll try this one checkbox because this is checkbox, right? We making that understanding like this is a checkbox. You can click now checkbox. Yes, yeah, perfect. See now it is clicked for the checkbox. Now radio button clicking means we can need to use for radio button itself. Okay, that will help you to click for that particular one because we are making him to understand that what kind of element we are going to clicking. Okay, now you see that, right? Now even we have for value, but instead of value we can able to go for name attribute. Okay, and here there is no name attribute again. Orange HRM. I'll take the orange HRM. This particular one having for name attribute. Okay. For this one, I'll take for this particular browser. Okay. Name attribute purpose I'm going to using for this one. Okay. Browser dot go to. Okay. Orange HRM application I'm going to take. Okay. Now ID attribute I'm going to commenting, and now I'm going to making for uh fill value of the name attribute. Okay. I'll take here. This is my name attribute. Okay. I'm taking the name attribute and specifying here. Okay. And then I'm going to use for set admin. I'm going to specify. Okay. Because I have some AI tool integration in this particular tool. Because of that, automatically you can see that values are filling. Okay. Don't think you will get the same. Okay, I have integrated with the Copilot and also I have integrated with some other AI tool as well. Okay, because of that, it is giving immediate response values. Okay, and now I'm going to use for running in the same application again to filling into Orange HTML application the name field admin. See, admin got filled here. Okay, Like this, we can able to use the name attribute. Now I need to fill by using for text field. Okay, by using for text of, okay, type of text, where there is a attribute is there, a type of attribute. Okay, type attribute. For that type attribute I'm going to using now. Okay, how it will be. Okay, now you can see a type attribute whenever you use, right? By default I'll use this one, and I will can search how many it is there. Okay, now control F, and if you paste it, see there are two fields are presented. Okay, in case if you go for real time, there are so many. Okay, seven attributes. Now when I created for X path, automatically it is given for seven. But if you fill this one, how it will work? Okay, now how we can able to use that particular type attribute. Okay, now I'm going to use a fill the value by using class. It is given, but I'll go and use for type attribute. Okay, for this type attribute, how we can able to use it. Okay, now here I'm going to use for browser type and type text, and I am specifying the John. Okay, now if you see this one, right, automatically we have seven, but still it will fill for only the first value. Now I'm running. Now in this situation, what will happen? It will go and fill the first value. See, first value it is filled, but remaining it is not filled, right? But I need to fill for the second position of value. Then how I need to fill? Okay, this is a first position. Okay, filling type attribute using first position. Automatically it will take as a first position, but I don't want to do first position. I want to do for second position. Okay, now I'm going to use for second position of value. Okay, second position of value, how it will work. Okay, I'm going to use for location. A test we can able to use anything. Okay, now here small change. Okay, now I'm going to use for yes. Okay, type as my text only. Okay, filling the second position. Now here there is after text single quotation close, and here we need to go using for array with index position of 1. Okay, now this particular text fields having for multiple text values, and that we are going to filling in the first position. Okay, array index will start with the 0 position. If you mention for 0, it will work for first one, and if you use for 1, it will go for second. Okay, you have to remember how many text fields you have in your application. Now I'm going to running first position and second position. Okay, first position default it will goes, and second position see value is provided. Like this we can able to fill a value by using for text type. Okay, now another one, there is a index position. Okay, there is another position called index. Last position is not required. Index, index also same format it is there, but it is a little bit different. Okay, index colon you are going to specifying the position. If I am going to use for second position, not for 0 and 1, I'm going to use for third position. Okay, now again I'm running. Okay, this is basically indexed attribute. Okay, the index type attribute name it is not provided. Why set? Okay, that third position text field it is become a some text area. Because of that it is not able to fill the value. Okay, you can take as a 1. Oh, index position it is not taking. Oh, sorry. It is, I have mentioned for S, we need to mention for only without S. Text field only, not text fields. If you mention S, it will take multiple values, that different position which we have used for line number 15. And this is basically index. Index default, it will return for single only. And now I'll run. Sorry, I mentioned the wrong information which I mentioned for the test, right? See here you can see email position it is provided for GLC. Okay, it will provide for like that only. Okay, you have to mention for field, not fields. Okay, fields are different and field is different. If you field means single value return. Okay, because of that it got failed. Okay, and how to use for placeholders. Okay, we have another option called placeholder. Okay, I'll use that as well. Fill by using class attribute. First I'll use for class attribute, and we have a class attribute here, right? Now I'm going to use for, this is the class attribute. Okay, this class attribute also it will work as expected. Now see, now this is the basically it will take as a first position. But if you go for searching this particular class attribute, it will given for 7 different attributes. Okay, now if you run this one, it will run for only one position. Okay, default it will take as a first position. Okay, see now it is provided. Okay, but if I provided for yes, because it will return for multiple values, again I'm going to use for one position. This will give you for multiple values. Again I'm going to run for this one and I can set for second position of text value. See, second text is filled. Okay, like this we can able to do it. Okay, from the form by using the form field. Okay, sorry, class name. And now I'm going to use for fill value of the placeholder attribute. Okay, placeholder, it is give the placeholder. The placeholder is the first name. This is the my placeholder name. I'm going to using that placeholder here. Okay, now I'm setting this one. Okay, by using the placeholder also we can able to do it. Now if I run this particular one, I can able to set the value. See, I can able to set the value, right? Like this we can able to use the placeholder as well. Okay, now I want to, we are able to do for that. All right, now I'm going to use for placeholder. With this placeholder I'm going to use for XPath. Okay, now I'm going to creating for XPath. Okay, now here a star at the rate my placeholder with my course. Okay, this is my XPath purpose. Okay, now I'm going to creating my XPath. Fill value of that XPath attribute. Okay, now I'm going to use for this XPath. Okay, okay, now by using this particular XPath, I'm going to filling this values. Okay, if you use for XPath as a following sibling, preceding sibling, index, any kind of thing you can use, it will work out. Okay, XPath you are going to provide directly like this, XPath colon, and you can provide the value. Okay, now I'm going to use for CSS selector. Okay, now I'm going to use for CSS selector. Fill value by using CSS selector. You can see this is my CSS selector, which is XPath related stuff. Okay, now I'm going to use for CSS selector. Any kind of CSS selector you can able to use, it will work 100%. But it is a CSS colon. Okay, see the value got provided. Okay, like this we can able to set. Okay, even we have label or title, any kind of attribute we have, you can able to try. Okay, that also it will work out. Okay, that's all about this. I hope it is contained information for you. Thank you for watching. Please do subscribe and share to your friends and colleagues. Thank you.